Howdy all, and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little test pack, please ignore. So last time we had a lot of fun trying to figure out how to make sweet redstone ingots, which took me like 20 minutes to figure out how to program this stupid thing. I do not understand why it's so complicated. I still do not understand why that blue has to be turned on for this to work. These don't need the blues turned on, or the bottom. So why does this need the blue turned on? I have no idea. But let's get away from that for right now. So, I had a little glitch a couple of versions of this ago, and I was using one of these, and it gave me unlimited power. And I don't know if I finished my story, but I submitted my trouble ticket, and I wound up with, like I said, unlimited power, and it was just weird. And so it looks like I need some cobblestone for this. And so I want to try today to see if they fixed it, because they sent me an email asking if they fixed it. And honestly, you saw the hassle getting sweet redstone ingot. I didn't need it. I had gone a different route with my power, because I didn't want to be cheaty. I don't like to be cheaty. I know some people like to play with glitches, and that's fine. That's your play style. I don't like to play with glitches. I like, my stuff to just run off of what's available. Which some people probably consider glitches to be what's available, but I try to avoid that stuff. Alright, MJ adapter. So this is the first part of my setup here. Alright, so the MJ adapter looks like this. Alright, you can't right click on it. You see it says 0 of 250 MJs. If you hit it with a wrench, it changes the side. I honestly don't remember what the different sides mean, though. Alright, so we got that. So the next thing we're going to need for my glitch, which may not work anymore, is I'm going to need an electric engine. Now, we have not used MJ on here yet. Electric engine right here. So I had one of these, electric engine. 10 ingots, glass, 10 gear, piston. Alright, so one piston, 1, 2, 3. I've got cobble on me. I need a redstone. I need an iron. That's my piston. My 10 gears are... Is that 10? No, that's lead. 10? I believe it's just 8 of those and 2 of these. And then we needed a piece of glass to go in the middle. And then we need another 3 of these to go across the top. Pretty simple. It comes from forestry. So let's do up the gears. I think it works with the thermal expansion gears. I know that one of the engines does not work with the thermal expansion style gears. I actually like the thermal expansion gears better than the other style that you make with sticks. It never made any sense to me why I would need to start with sticks and then to stone and then iron and so on to make my gears, because why would I make a wooden gear and then just keep coating material on the outside of it? Wouldn't I just go straight to the gear? Alright, so I need redstone, plunk, and my iron ingot. There's my piston. Piston, 2 gears, glass, and our tin. This is basically the standard way you make this stuff. Alright, so there's my electric engine. Now the next thing I gotta have is I've got to have some Buildcraft kinesis pipe. Kinesis? Yeah, right. So what I used was, we need wooden kinesis pipe, which is a wooden transport pipe with some redstone, and some gold kinesis pipe, which is redstone with a golden transport pipe. All right. So we haven't used any of those transport pipes, but if you've ever played with modded Minecraft, they used to be the standard pipe. And they all are made pretty much the same way, unless you go with like void pipe or something. I used to use void pipes all the time, and it's such a hassle now because nothing fits together the way it used to. All right. So there's wooden transport pipes, a couple of gold with a glass in the middle, just like the wood. Gets me gold transport pipes. I want one of these, and I want one of these. All right. And so let's go put this down. Okay, so the gold pipe. Whoops. Let's try putting the gold pipe where I need it. All right, can we do that? Gold pipe goes there. Wooden pipe goes here. Electric engine goes here. Okay. Now, the electric engine runs off of EU. And so I need an EU generator. What powers my stuff? I honestly can't remember what I power my EU with. My EU is powered with all this stuff down here. Yeah. All right. I keep trying to fly. I have been playing on the Attack of the B Team server all day today. Well, what time I had to play. And I totally have been just double jumping to fly. So if you keep seeing me double jump, it's because I'm trying to fly. Do I have any spare wire? I have a ton of spare wire. Okay. Whoa. Like spike. Or something. Okay. Now, the nice thing about electric engines is they don't care how much power they receive. They need a certain amount to run, but as long as they're getting a minimum of that amount, they don't care how much they receive. So if it needs 5 EUs to run, as long as it's getting a minimum of 5, I keep pushing shift to try and move. This thing is so fast. So now we get some power over to this. And then you know what? I need a lever or something to run this thing. So can I have a stick? Thank you. Stick, cobble. Why is my portal gun on in my inventory? Portal gun. Hi. Get over there. I always like to make the potato OS gun because it Alright, so this is generating 2 MJs per tick, and this thing's going to fill up because there's no place for the power to go. And so then this should fill up once that's full. Alright, so you do your thing. I'm going to come down... Nice. I double jump to double space bar to try and fly again. I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna grab my tesseract here, because this is where it all happens. This is where my glitch was happening. So I need a piece of. I'm sorry, I'm in a bat. Bats fly differently. I'm having problems. Whoa, I'm having problems fitting through that crack. Why can't you get in there? I know I didn't have any redstone conduit the other day. I stole some, didn't I? And I used it to charge this. Oh, game, you're gonna make me punch you in the face if you don't stop. There we go. Alright, let's steal some redstone conduit off the back of this thing, because we're not going to be using this. Okay. So then I need to switch faces. Yeah? And then redstone energy conduit to a tesseract. And the tesseract is set to send energy. Okay. So this thing should send energy. It's looking like it probably got fixed. Well, no, it doesn't look like it got fixed. Do you see what I'm seeing? This right here, this is putting out 2 MJ per tick. But when it hits this kinesis pipe, well, okay, per tick. Per tick is 2, what is it, like 20 times a second, I guess? So I guess it's 40 a second. I guess this could be okay. The only thing we're going to be able to do, though, is let me head over to my quarry. Hello, quarry. And let's set this thing up to, whoops. Let's fall in the water. Okay. So I want to, oh, dang it, will you stop it? It's so hard to fly. Okay. So let's tear this down. And let's just go ahead and spin this thing. Oh, that's gonna... Let's not. Let's not say we did. Let's spin this thing this way. There we go. Okay. So, we've got... I need to get that leadstone off my hotbar. We've got our redstone conduit, like that. And then we've got our tesseract, like so. And then we've got our thing like so. Alright. Bam. Do you see that? It's still broken. It is still broken. My quarry is receiving 15 or 100, no, it is. It's 15,000 MJ. 15,000 MJ from a disable. Let's make a new frequency, all right? Frequency 2, just to make sure I don't have some other bleed through from someplace else. And we'll call this MJ adapter test. All right. Set frequency, save frequency. No, how are you? Oh, because you're still burning down from your 15,000. All right, now let me hop back through here. And we're going to go up top and we're going to switch that one up there. And then I'm going to have to send in a trouble ticket because this is still glitched out badly. Oh, so is my server. All right, let's have this thing power down here. Oh, let's go ahead and break it. All right, we'll let this MJ adapter run out. We can put our wooden kinesis pipe down, and we can put our golden kinesis pipe down. All right, and then I'm going to switch this to MJ adapter test, sending energy. So this is only connected to my quarry right now. All right, so let's go check the quarry. Make sure it's not doing anything. Quarry, you are dead. Quarry's dead. 0 MJ in it right now. Well, no, it's not dead. It's almost dead. Okay, Quarry's dead. Quarry's got no power going to it. None. Tesseract? None. Alright, no power. Okay, so then we're gonna... Oh, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that. It's gonna take me through that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dang it. I'm uploading, so it might be a little laggy on me here. Come on, let me through. You gonna let me through? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now everything's dead, so I'm gonna flip the lever. Nope, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna flip the lever. One, anything, no adapters, nothing. MJs spitting out 2 MJs per tick into a wooden kinesis pipe, into a golden kinesis pipe. MJ adapter is already at 250, flowing into the redstone conduit into a tesseract. Tesseract is supplying power to my quarry. My quarry is at 15,000 MJs instantly. Instantly. This is the same problem I had with it last time. So this is not fixed. This is a nice little glitch. If you want unlimited MJs, all you gotta do, I'm gonna go turn this thing off because, like I said, I don't like to be cheaty, but if you want unlimited power, this is it right here. Whoops. Man, it's really laggy. Maybe the server needs a reset, but this is it right here. An electric engine that needs the basic electric engine connected to a wooden kinesis pipe, to a gold kinesis pipe, to the MJ adapter from Engineer's Toolbox, to redstone energy conduit from thermal expansion, to the tesseract from thermal expansion, will feed your quarry and provide it with unlimited MJs. And not only that, but if I tap into this tesseract other places, like if I power my the rest of my base off of it, this tesseract will now power every machine I connect to it with full MJs. So I don't know where the disconnect is in here, but something is not translating correctly. Because this should allow what 1,000 RF through, which is 100 MJs. But when it comes out the other side, it should only be making 100 MJs, not bam, my quarry is at 15,000 instantly. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so turn off. Well, let's see what else we can look at. Engineer's Toolbox. All right, let me explain why I would even have a setup like this. Okay, I guess let's do that. I like Steve's carts. All right, I find it an awesome little mod. I like to see the little trains go around, and I realize that if you have Mine Factory reloaded, it's probably better to use the Mine Factory planters and harvesters. But you don't get that cool little train car going around and around. Although on Attack of the B Team they don't have Steve's cart, so I did wind up. Oops, I did wind up using the. Plunk. I did wind up using the Mine Factory Reloaded version, which works, just as good as my Steve's cart one, except the Mine Factory one does not have durability like the trains do, the Steve's carts, and so I don't know. It's up to you. If I have the access to Steve's carts, though, I like to use them because I think they're really cool. Now, with the Steve's carts, and one of the nice things about it is that it has solar-powered carts. And they don't work with trees because the trees block out the sun, right? So let me come down here. All right, and somewhere under here is my cart, right? And so, in this cart here, I have got a coal engine because as it cuts down the trees get turned into charcoal with the furnace that's underneath here, and the charcoal then feeds back into here, and this keeps my cart fed with fuel from the trees that it cut down, and so it's self-powering, which you can do with the Mine Factory. I could drop a harvester here and a planter here and have it plant the trees, and then the harvester would cut down the trees, turn it into charcoal. The charcoal would feed into steam turbines or what's the other thing on here? Dynamos, steam dynamos from thermal expansion, and that would run my system, and we could call it good. And so back in the version of Feed the Beast that I played, though, when I came up with my system that I really like to use, we didn't have Mine Factory Reloaded, so Steve's Carts was one of the best ways to do it. And Mine Factory Reloaded doesn't have solar-powered harvesters and planters, whereas with Steve's Carts, what I can do is I can set up a Steve's Cart with a harvester head on it and set it up in a field of wheat. And now the trick is that everything used to run off of MJ or EU in the packs that I used. And so, as you can see, the electrical engine produces MJ. But they also have these awesome engines called biogas engines from forestry. They're made out of bronze, and they produce 5 MJs per tick. So this is 2 unmodified, and the other is 5 MJs per tick unmodified. I don't think you can modify the biogas engines. And so what happens is that I would take those, and with my Steve's Cart harvester harvesting wheat, the wheat would go into a moistener, and the moistener would take the wheat and the seeds, and it would put out mycelium, and mycelium was the byproduct that I didn't want, and it would make fertilizer, mulch. It would make mulch. So the mulch goes into how about we go forestry? How about if I spell forestry right? Oh, I did spell it right. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Forestry. Yep. And so I have used forestry on here, right? I did my my rubber plantation is forestry, and but I would use this fermenter, and the fermenter you can see is pretty easy to make. And so the mulch from the moistener would go into the fermenter. The fermenter would take tree saplings from my tree farms, and the mulch from my wheat farms, both being done by Steve's Carts, and turn it into this liquid called biomass. And so the biomass would then be fed into biogas engines. The biogas engines will produce MJ. The MJs would be fed into tesseracts because Redstone Energy Conduit used to connect to MJ engines, and they would go into my tesseract, and then my tesseracts would just be placed wherever I needed MJs. And so that was my power system. That's why I came up with this on Test Pack Please Ignore, because I wanted to go back to my biogas system because it was nearly self-sustaining. I mean, I had to throw diamonds into the Steve's carts every once in a while to power back up their heads, but other than that, it was, all my MJs would come out of that. And so I'd have like 4 or 5 giant tree farms, always chopping down trees and feeding the saplings back into my base. Excess charcoal would go into generators to produce EU for my EU machines. The saplings would go into fermenters. The wheat fields would dump into the moisteners. The moisteners would dump into the fermenters, and biomass would come out, and biomass would flow into my biogas engines. I'd feed it into refineries to turn it into biogas, which would then feed into biogenerators. Let's see, biogenerator right here. You can see, pretty easy to make, just some bronze and some gold, and that would produce more EU. And so I had multiple ways of making EU and MJ, all based around this wheat field and tree farm based system. So when TPPI came out, which is a 1.64 mod pack, tesseracts no longer accept MJs. They only accept RF. And so I needed a way to convert my MJs into a form that I could transport easily. And so this was the system I came up with. And so what I actually had before was just rows of golden kinesis pipes connected to biogas engines, and then I had my tree farm, but I only had a little tree farm and a little wheat farm. And so every once in a while it would run out of saplings, and then once the saplings built back up, I would need to kickstart my fermenters again. And so I would use an electric engine to power up the fermenters, and that's when I discovered that, sure enough, I had unlimited MJs from just my 2 MJ per tick electric engine. And that's how I discovered this. And yeah, it's still not fixed, and I'm going to have to go over to the GitHub and let them know. They asked me to check it out, and I didn't get a chance till now because it's not something that I'm using in my current build. But since we had just finished Botania, I thought, hey, I can check out their thing and let them know whether or not this was still a problem. And as you can see, it's still a problem. So, all right, I think I'm going to call it here. We might check out some more applied engineer's toolbox when we get back. I would like to maybe look at I don't know what all it does. We may have reached the end of what I wanted to look at with engineer's toolbox. I know it's got a few more tricks with it, especially with being the different sockets and stuff. I know one of the things that it does that's pretty cool is that you can make solar powered RF and stuff out of it. So we might check that out next time. But yeah, if you want unlimited MJs, what you do, follow this little recipe. I've got this hooked up to some magma crucibles down there that are feeding off of cobble. And so I have a cobble generator down there just constantly feeding cobble into them. If you run the MJs out of this down into your magma crucibles, they will constantly be at full MJs and constantly be making lava to go into geothermal generators, which can power your electrical engine. So this one electrical engine, once started, can produce unlimited power forever, as long as you have it make its own power. So, all right, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.